We're getting everything back up here. Having some power surges and outages, and luckily my computer got a battery for it, but the internet not so lucky. So we're trying to reconnect on Zoom and Discord.
Sure, 5 minutes.
Oh,
there
hey!
There he is.
All right, next up, Zoom. We'll get everything back and cooking here. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for sticking with us as we figure this out.
Sincere apologies. Seems the weather knocked out our internet in the apartment.
Are we back live?
Well, yeah, we're live.
Okay.
Oh,
Here we are.
Don't say anything you'll regret.
What is up, people?
So I was about to.
Don't have any video
some
up yet.
things.
Don't have any video up yet. So anything you want to do before
Oh.
video goes live, go for it.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Whatever you
it's
degenerates
coming
get up
now.
to.
Okay, I think we are. Ayo. Let's see here. What are we working with? What are we working with? The routers in the Suez Canal. Yeah, rip that one. Okay. I don't want to join the computer audio. Let me just
I think
we're back. I
You're
just need to
good.
make sure that
Welcome back.
Woo!
nice.
Back.
everyone's
In
in the right
style.
spot here.
No, I kind of want to be Kashak for a day. I wanted to be
You
Kashak.
wouldn't even know how.
Oh, or Bastro. I could be Bastro. Oh, man. Okay.
All right, I think we're back.
Back on
Thanks
video.
everybody for sticking it out. Last we left off, Twinkle Toes launched a devastating blow from her crossbow into the back of this worm-like creature for 1 point of damage.
And then I reload, and that's the end of my turn.
Stunning. Stunning
Thank you.
indeed.
Great.
Now it is Dr. Forsyth's turn. Dr. Forsyth, you're in the thick of it, in the pits. What would you like to do?
I would like Sirenscape to not crap out on me.
I've still got Sirenscape rolling. It didn't stop, which is
There.
really weird.
Wait, that was okay. Yes. First
of our
action.
music. All of our music brought to you by Sirenscape. Go check it out.
Yeehaw.
There we
Survive power outage.
Okay.
apparently.
Yeehaw.
Did survive.
Also, that's weird because I definitely stopped the music, so I don't know how you guys continued to hear it.
My Sirenscape has not stopped, so
That's weird. Okay.
even in a power outage.
Brought to you by Sirenscape. My first action,
not
I
actually.
will.
Not
We
actually.
never stop.
Not actually. Yeah. I will shoot at it. I guess. I left my short
You are
sword.
within melee range of it.
That doesn't matter in Pathfinder Second Edition.
Just letting you know.
If it were to have.
An attack of opportunity. Well, I mean, the doctor, he has nothing else. Oh no, just kidding. Oh my god, I got hit for tons of damage. First action, the doctor's gonna battle medicine himself. I am going to roll for this, so that means I am elevating the DC to 20, which if I pass it, I get additional healing.
There you go. Now we're learning.
I did pass 20, so I get tons of healing.
That's a lot of healing.
It's 2d8 plus 17 when I pass 20.
What?
That's so much.
Pretty sure
Yeah.
that's illegal, but here we are.
And I rolled 12 on the 2d8, so that's 29 points of healing back. I'm back at full health.
Why do I even try? Why do I even try?
Second action, he is going to shoot out at it, so do your worst if you've got an AOO.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
But nice. Okay.
Y'all, I really miss playing a cleric. I just realized in this moment.
Natural 19 for a 25.
25. That does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
You ready for this fat amount of damage?
Absolutely. Hit me.
5 points of damage. I actually rolled
I was going to say,
pretty
it can't be any more damage than you've already healed, so...
There.
well. And then third action, I'll go ahead and shoot at it. No, third action, I'll raise my buckler.
There you go.
I'll raise my buckler.
Starting to look like a pincushion with all of these bolts and arrows in it. Rolling around to Bastro.
All right, Bastro first action will continue to stoke Kashak's heart. He's still stoked.
Thank you for
Second
your
action. Next two actions, Bastro's going to cast a cantrip called Forbidding Ward. You kind of see this light emit from Bastro hit Kashak, and Kashak now gets a +1 to AC and saving throws.
Okay.
So sick.
And that's my turn.
After Bastro is Kashak. Kashak, what would you like to do?
Bow drawn, prey hunted. Can I stand up?
Yes, but you will be squeezing, which means that any movements you guys want to do are going to be difficult terrain, unless you pass a dexterity check.
Oh, but there's no penalty to attack there. Sick. Okay, so I will stand up, kind of like stand chest to chest with Dr. Forsyth and try to shoot straight up at this creature. Okay. I don't have any bonuses to attack from background, right?
No, it's just a damage.
Okay. Oh yeah, baby, that's a 26 to hit with my short bow.
Nice.
That hits. Yeah. Yeah, that hits. That hits a little
And Stoke the Heart is +2?
Yep, +2.
So that is 7 points of piercing.
7. Okay, this thing is really starting to look like a pincushion now. It is got a couple of arrows and a bolt just kind of sticking out of it. It's writhing and wriggling around. Got 2 more actions, right? 1 more action
Yeah.
after standing.
Let's take a hunted shot.
Okay.
So the first attack here is going to miss for sure. The next attack might hit, maybe? Oh, no, never mind. Misses. He's just like blindly shooting at this thing. He doesn't want it to do what it did to him to anyone else. So he's trying to just bring it down as quickly as possible.
Bring it down, bring it down. Okay. Well, it is now its turn. The creature, just sitting like 5 feet up this ledge, almost eye level with Kashak. Well, almost eye level with Dr. Forsyth, just below eye level now with Kashak, is going to. Odds is Doctor, evens is Kashak.
Okay.
Odds is Doctor. Doctor, bite coming out at you. Oh, it's gonna be really close, actually. 16?
Oh, close, please. Get out of here.
That would miss.
I'm sorry. Next
Get
time
outta
I'll roll higher than a 4.
What? It's got what?
Yeah. Keep talking,
Plus
Dr.
12.
Forsyth.
Oh, I'm so scared now.
Tentacle coming out of Dr. Forsyth.
Oh my god.
I don't. I say all of that and then I roll a natural 1.
Nice jail.
I fail.
Emily Grace, this is all your fault. This is all your fault.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
You know what?
Good
We're
job,
going
ET.
back. We're going back to my trusty translucent orange, which has killed many a character in Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Wait, no.
Tentacle, 3rd action. Tentacle coming out, Dr. Forsyth. There we go. That's gonna be a dirty 30.
Oh, man.
What? On the 3rd attack?
Oh yeah, it's a 3rd attack. 25.
Thank
whoa.
God, I was about to say.
This is not crit.
That's a hit, right? Dr.
Against
Dr.
who?
Forsyth.
Yes. The 25 is going to hit any of us.
I'm so sorry.
I was
didn't
waiting for
realize you
him
were
to
talking
acknowledge
me.
the fact that I hit his character. Yeah.
I thought you said you switched. I'm sorry. Yes. Sorry. I was not listening.
That is going to be 13 points of slashing damage.
Good God.
Uh,
Oh.
thought
But
this
that
thing
was
gonna be
its
like-
3rd action, which means it is now Twinkletoe's turn.
Oh
Alright.
God. It's like a truck.
First action.
It's gnarly, man. It's gnarly. It's like the size of your torso.
First action, I am gonna do a little dance to try to get its attention away from my friends who it is
Yeah.
currently
Just doing a little
beating
jig.
up. Doing a little dance. This will be a performance check.
Make a little love. Get down tonight.
Alright, okay. That's gonna be it's gonna be a 14 against its will DC.
14.
I believe. Is that right?
Yeah. You can't even tell if it has eyes, so you just don't get any reaction. Yeah.
So I do not.
Your
have
little
panache.
dancey dance does not do anything.
So I do not have panache.
You do not have panache. I'm sorry.
Dang. Well, I'm gonna shoot it anyway.
That seems about right. Yeah.
It's only gonna be a 10 to hit. I'm gonna reload, and that's my turn.
All right. So unfortunately, another bolt goes whizzing by Dr. Forsyth. It lands directly in between your feet, about 2 inches away from your big toe.
Sorry.
As I will remind you that Twinkle Toes is launching a crossbow down a hole at 2 of her companions.
I'm really glad we don't have that like a
Sorry,
house rule where I have
towards.
to roll a d100 and
Yeah, that's great.
We'll
I'm
talk
very
if we
happy
roll a
about
natural 1.
Okay.
Not that you'd ever do that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like me.
Dr. Forsyth.
Not gonna.
The doctor doesn't really know how much he can do here, so he's gonna take an arrow and shoot at it. But I'm rolling pretty well. 21 to hit for the first shot.
Down a
Nice.
hit, go ahead and roll damage.
All right.
This thing is looking messed up. It's got a lot of holes in it. Got a lot of arrows in it. Let's see what you can do.
He's gonna shoot another arrow.
Wait, how much damage did you do?
1 point of
Oh,
damage.
1 point of damage. Okay.
And then the second attack is a 13. I'm pretty sure that misses.
Yeah. This time,
Third attack.
an arrow goes up, grazing just past Twinkletoe's nose.
Third action, I will raise my buckler.
Okay. Bastro.
All right. First 2 actions, Bastro has to sustain his spells. So
That's right.
Kashak is still +2 to damage and +1 AC in saving throws. And then third action,
Juicy.
Bastro will cast guidance on Twinkletoes, and he will look at her and be like, "I honestly don't know what else we can do here. It's not like we can fit down there with them, and this thing is clinging to the wall. Do you have any other ideas? How we can help? Maybe we can flood it. I don't know."
Let's kill it. Let's just try to kill it. Let's kill it.
That's a good plan. Kill the monster. Okay.
I'm waiting for Bastro to try to like flying RKO this thing as he like runs down the side.
The falling elbow.
Give it the people's elbow real quick.
People.
That's Bastro's turn.
Yep.
Shock.
Kashak would like to run up the wall, climb, and then get within. I'm not in claw range of this thing, am I?
First 5 feet are going to be difficult terrain, so keep that in mind. You can be within claw range if you'd like to be. You are now already.
What does that mean? Am I currently in claw range or no?
Yeah, it's 5 feet away from you.
What do you feel like, Jack?
So I can claw it right now where I'm
Yeah, you
standing.
can claw it
okay,
right
okay,
now.
okay. I thought I had to climb up 5 feet of wall to get to him.
No, so you're at the bottom
Yeah.
at minus 15.
I'm 6 feet tall. I'm 6.5 feet tall, and then I can just like.
In
get-
Pathfinder mechanical standards, you're at the bottom at negative 15. It's at negative 10, 5 feet up the wall. Then
Yeah.
there's another 5 feet between it and the lip, and then Bastro
Where
and
the home-
Twinkletoes
where the
are
homies
at
are.
positive 5 feet.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't really see a point in wasting arrows here. He's going to claw up at this creature, try to do as much damage as possible. That is a terrible, terrible roll, like a 15.
15's not going to quite do it.
He'll climb again. Or he'll sorry, I got again. Oh, baby, that's going to be good. 23?
That's a hit.
Boys.
Sick. Okay. I have to see if this...
Unload on it.
Nice. Yeah, so I do get my hunter's edge, even with melee attacks.
Nice.
So that
Which
is
hunter's edge did you pick again?
precision. So I deal an additional D8 of precision damage every time
That's
that I hit. The first time I hit a creature in the
Disgusting.
round. Good thing I rolled Snake Eyes on the D8 and the D6, which is 7 points of slashing damage.
I feel like we've rolled so many ones on damage.
Yeah,
this
you
combat.
guys are... This thing would have been dead. This thing would have been dead. It's very close now as you, like, scratch out a portion of the underbelly.
Yeah.
Screeching, you hear the squeals, whatever. Aberration.
Might as well go for the 20 here, since there's nothing else to do. Yeah. Third attack's a miss. Unfortunately, nothing I can do from this hole. I'm just
Well,
Flash.
it definitively does not like your face anymore, Kashak, and wishes to ruin it. It's gonna bite.
Okay.
First attack is a miss.
Okay.
Second attack. Ooh.
Good to know.
Ooh. 23.
23 will hit.
23 will hit. Max damage for 14 points
Uncomfy.
of piercing damage.
God, this thing's insane.
You can't say uncomfy after you take damage because the first unca.
Yeah, it sounds like you. I thought you said unconscious at first.
Yeah, I was like,
Comfy.
again.
Oh my
Confy.
gosh.
Third and final attack. Don't think a 9 will quite do it. So that is the end of that
68.
creature's turn. Beginning of Twinkle Toes.
Okay.
I have a radical idea. I have a crazy idea.
Hit me with it.
We could kill this thing.
That's a good idea.
Seems a little crazy for us right
I've
now.
heard that plan before.
Can't believe you guys haven't tried that already.
It's wild, actually.
Will, is this a wall over here?
Yes.
So
Again.
if I were to go over here, I would not be able to, like, hypothetically acrobatics, tumble through, jump
over the pit.
I mean,
hypothetically.
not really.
Okay, never mind then.
Nor would that really be a tumble through.
Yeah, like this creature's down in the pit, so tumbling through it would require you going into the pit.
Okay, whatever.
You could
I
do
tried. Nah,
Join us down here.
that's okay. I'm
We all
tiny,
float down
but
here.
like it's pretty cramped down there. I'm gonna I believe my third action was to reload.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I am going to
You can do it.
I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna
Be the
try.
hero
And I
of
have
Absalom.
guidance.
Yes,
I
you
have
do.
guidance, so
guided.
that gives me a +1 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Be a
Okay.
hero of Absalom.
Oh, that's a natural 16 for
Oh.
Yes.
25 to hit.
Ooh, just misses. No, you got it. You got it.
I would have killed you.
Ayo, 6 points of damage.
How could you kill
Nice.
me if you can't even kill a worm?
Hey.
6 points of damage is enough as you watch the final
you.
bolt pierce through the top and out the bottom of this creature. Whatever strange grip it had on the wall, you watch as all of the muscles in this worm-like creature just simultaneously spasm and then relax, and it like peels off of the wall, this sickening as it falls down, splashing into the water. And Kashak and Dr.
Second
Forsyth.
action, I would like to perception check the ceiling for more of these things.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Cocked.
Master's gonna call
Natural
down to
18.
Shock and the doctor and ask if they need help getting back up.
24.
No, I think I can climb this simple wall myself. Thank you.
Twinkle Toes, as far as you're able to tell, there are no more of these creatures.
All right. It looks like
but you
that
all
was
are-
the only one.
Are out of initiative. Kashak and Dr. Forsyth, you're in the bottom of this pit with a dead body. And that's where we're going to go ahead and take a break real quick. We'll be right back at 8:45 in about 13 minutes, 8:45 Eastern Standard. Hopefully we'll still have power by then. And if we
Yeah.
do, we'll see you here.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you in a bit.
Don't go anywhere.
Well. After literally resetting my entire Sciencescape profile just to figure out what was going on, we got it to work. So we're back. And in
The joys of power outages, am I right? Always,
So much fun.
always good. Yeah.
You know, in this age of everything being online, the one thing we can't seem to fix is technology.
Deep, bro. Deep.
It's crazy.
Hits me right here.
So, you all successfully killed this worm creature that attacked Kashak and Dr. Forsyth and I almost said Penumbra. Dr. Forsyth and Kashak are in the bottom of this hole with a dead body.
Ah!
What would you like to do?
Eek. I'd like to perception to search this body.
Sure.
Yeah, I was about to. Bastard was gonna say that.
I think the doctor would first say, like, don't touch it. He wants to do a medicine check on it first.
You see Kashak's like hungry fingers. He's like, I want to see what it's got out here.
Kashak, hold on, give me just a moment. And I'd like to use my forensic acumen skill feat,
Sure.
which lets me use the medicine skill described under recall knowledge to more quickly diagnose like what happened to a dead body,
Sure.
and then it gives me like subsequent checks on anything fishy I find on or wormy perhaps that I find on the dead body.
Okay.
So I'll roll
Go ahead,
medicine
roll
check.
medicine, yeah.
That is 17 total.
Sure. 17 total is enough to know that this person seems to be a male human. Looks to have been dead, tough to say, but dead for about 4 days, maybe. So the stench really coming up. You're seeing the telltale signs of, rotting flesh that has been partially submerged for, long periods of time, been continuously, soaked by water. But you do notice that it appears that the throat has been slashed on this creature.
Ooh,
So-
okay. So maybe this is like someone did something bad in the House of Plains and they dumped the body here. The text of forensic acumen says, if you succeed at your check, it can attempt an immediate check to recall knowledge to follow up on anything I found at a +2 bonus. So could I maybe do like a society to see if there are any maybe like street gangs I know that are particularly known for like slitting their throats, or like the Copper Hand.
Interesting.
Is
Does
Or
that-
anybody who
really
would
wish
be
I
coming
had
down
just like
here.
slowly revealed a copper glove, like on
that would have been pretty cool.
Forensic acumen is the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the exact text is, if you succeed at your check, you can attempt an immediate check to recall knowledge to follow up on something you found with a +2 circumstance bonus. This check is usually related to the cause of injury or death, such as a crafting check to identify a poison, or another medicine check to identify a disease. Those are just examples.
Right, so I don't think this would really extend to a broader society check about who might have done this. I think this really only applies to things specifically about the body or what might have killed it.
So to follow up on something I found with the body, though, like that's a very specific way of killing a dead body. Like that's not something that's done on accident.
Right, but literally anybody can have a knife and slit a throat. Like I don't
We saw
think that's what.
saw two guys down here with knives who stabbed the shit out of Kashak.
Yeah, like
also,
I
so-
don't think forensic acumen would dovetail into knowing about Absalom. You know what I mean? I think your forensic acumen, like it says, like would help you to identify what poison was used, or would help you identify the cause of death if it wasn't immediately available.
That's fair.
I don't think it would improve your knowledge of
Right.
socio-political standings of the gangs in the area.
And not that you couldn't then roll a separate society.
Yeah,
check,
that's
I
not
just
to
think
say.
you
I'm
would get
just
the
saying
bonus.
you're not
Yeah.
getting the +2 from the forensic acumen on that.
That makes sense. Okay. Well, yeah, Kashak will share all this information with the party and let
Will he now?
and let
The smart
Kashak,
lizard.
loot the body. Wait, did I say Kashak?
Yes, Kashak is the one who discovers all these things from his medical training.
The doctor will say this. Sorry, I'm very tired. The doctor will say this.
There's a 24 perception from me throughout the body, collecting whatever
Sure.
he has on.
So it looks like the body has been pretty well picked over.
Yeah, of course.
You notice that he does have a coin pouch on his belt, empty. He does have like a satchel around his shoulders, empty. A scabbard for a dagger, empty. So it looks like whoever killed him and dumped him here picked him over before they dumped him, save for a torch, the ever burning torch, which you guys are all familiar with at this point. That might have been dropped or something down here. Nobody wanted to get it. And his boots and his bracers.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, Kashak will remove those.
Take him.
Sure.
Could the doctor roll a check to identify said boots and
If
braces?
you'd like to spend 10 minutes per item, you're more than
I
welcome.
think Kashak will take everything to the surface level and have everyone kind of
Yeah,
take a
yeah,
look at whatever.
Yeah, I can do that.
Maybe, let's maybe get out of here.
Yeah, let's just put those in the bag of holding for now.
And I'll grab the
Remember
torch
that.
as well, the ever burning torch.
It's also pretty immediately apparent to like Bastro that the boots themselves aren't special, but there's something about the bracers. It's just they didn't take his boots, like they didn't take his they didn't take his robe or his belt, but the bracers. Something
The
there.
doctor's gonna spend some time just like cleaning himself off because we're about to go into this like sort of ritzy, undercity bar. So
Yeah. Well,
he's gonna spend, I think, some time like cleaning off.
I think Kashak will get in the water and do the same, just kind of like bathe pretty briefly. And
yeah, you were sitting in a
like,
pool of mostly stagnant water that had a rotting body in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Doctor
both
will
smell pretty
take-
terrible.
We'll take 10 minutes to identify the bracers.
Actually, yeah, the doctor will join Kashak in the water. then.
sure, go ahead and roll a religion, Bastro.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, religion.
Spell casting.
Twinkle Toes
check.
will take the time to.
That's gonna be a 21.
A 21.
She's gonna take out a little poof and a little flip mirror and like fix her makeup.
You have to, right? You have to.
You are able to identify the bracers as bracers of missile deflection.
Oh, I want them
Cool.
so bad.
Very cool
Bracers
item.
of missile deflection.
That
Yeah.
sounds cool.
Amazing.
Bracers
Really cool item.
of missile deflection.
Oh my god.
So, these bracers are made from plates of durable mithril, and they gleam like the summer sun.
Holy crap, these are expensive.
As a interact action, once per day, if a ranged weapon, sorry, this is a interact reaction, excuse me, a ranged weapon attack that hits you but doesn't critically hit, you're able to activate these bracers once per day.
That's so cool.
You are aware of the attack and not flat-footed, so these are you have to be aware of the attack and you're not flat-footed. The bracers send the missile off course. You gain a +2 circumstance bonus to AC against the triggering attack. If this would cause the attack to be a failure, the attack misses you.
It's really good because you can declare the reaction after you hear the result.
Right.
So like if it hits your AC exactly or is one above your AC, you can activate it and then deflect it. Yeah.
Correct.
Kashak would also really like those, but he is currently bathing in the lake.
The doctor has
If you just slide them on, I don't think there would be much much protesting.
I mean,
Bastro's
Bastro's holding them right now. So,
So, Bastro, what did you find about them?
they're just normal gloves.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Do I believe him?
Just very shiny bracelets.
The color matches my style, though. I think I'll wear them.
Hey,
No. Bastro is not a liar. Bastro will reveal that that these are bracers of missile deflection, and he's willing to give one glove to someone else, but he keeps the other glove.
I think they have to be worn together for them to work.
Bracers are like bracelets.
So
right?
they're
go
braces,
around,
Yeah.
not
like,
gloves.
all around the
They-
wrist.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking of
Yeah.
gauntlets for some reason. Never mind.
We
Yeah.
were thinking of gauntlets.
Pretty sure I wasn't corrected.
Bastro.
I
I will just say that I did deal the killing blow to that monster back there. So just gonna put that out there. And also, please, I really want those.
There is something to be said about giving it to somebody who doesn't already have a reaction built into their character, sort of like a metagame perspective of that. But also, like, anybody who will be in danger of being attacked should get them. And I think that Bastro
That's all it was.
is attacked the least, personally. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I stay back. I guess that's true. So yeah, I guess Bastard doesn't need them then. If that does make sense. So I'm willing to give it to whoever makes the best argument. And Bastro says not Daniel.
Kashak has gone unconscious twice due to tanking for the party. So
Are you saying this while you're still bathing right now?
Not to
Like-
miss
Hey,
it.
like,
I
I
got-
Yeah, he's not here. He's not here. If we decide to have this conversation without him, then that's what it is.
Well,
I
it
mean,
takes him
I
10
would
minutes to
wait-
figure
I
out
would
what
wait
they
for-
are.
I would
No.
wait for everyone to circle around me before I let
Oh
everyone
yeah,
know
it did
what
take
they
10
are.
minutes.
I
Also-
do feel
yeah, go ahead.
I do feel like Kashak could probably use these as well.
At
Yeah,
least
how
the
much
one
was
that's
it?
bracers
How much was
first.
it again to heal yourself from that disease? Oh,
36 gold was the cost of 2 JGF appointments.
18 gold. I'll let it go for 18 gold. Nah, I'll give it to Kashak if that's who we decided on.
Wait. No,
Oh.
I mean I could also I would.
Oh,
really
I thought you
like them as well.
said to give it
No.
to him.
Hold off.
No. I was saying that they would be good for him as
Hold on.
well.
I think it's a roll off.
I think it's just a
So-
good old fashioned roll off.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
One might as well.
All right, D20.
Oh gosh, yes.
All right. What'd you get?
8.
Natural 1.
Wow. I think a third one tonight, I think.
Yeah, you
Shock.
rolled a lot of
Did
ones.
not deserve them. That's really good for you, though.
All right.
So-
Bastard
Rock on,
gives
baby.
Twinkle Toes the missile deflecting bracers.
Such a cool item.
Yeah.
It's a very cool item.
Did you all
My-
grab
my-
the torch?
They remind me of like Wonder
I grabbed the
Woman's
torch.
little
I grabbed the
bracers
torch.
on her wrist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My,
Those are bracers.
Precisely,
my-
actually, what they are.
My champion of Shaylin had a pair of those, but I did not ever remember to use them.
You also were just
I-
unconscious most of the time, so.
Most of the time, anyways. It doesn't matter.
Are we all at full health, by the way?
No.
No, I
Jesus, no.
Yeah. You weren't in the hole, Bastro.
I am 6 of 30 wounded.
You don't know what
I
we
am
saw in the
dying.
trench.
I'm suffering.
You're 6
Um,
of 30? Jeez.
6 of 30, yeah.
I can heal
Yeah.
you for 24. I can heal you for, let me heal you for 16 immediately. So just put 16 points on your
Wait,
sheet.
do you have to, is that a spell or is that?
Yeah,
That's
Halo.
my focus
The-
spell. He gets the halo around his head.
Oh,
You get-
focus spell. Okay, so you
Yeah.
get right back.
Yeah, and I'm
It's
gonna,
two,
and,
it's
I'm
two
gonna
healing
spend
for 4
20 minutes.
rounds. And, like,
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 20 minutes to get those back. So you get 16
I'll-
points.
16
I'm gonna treat because I can also treat wounds. I'm gonna treat wounds on myself, and I will. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I'll roll
you
on
should
that.
do it for Kashak too because he's wounded. So
Well,
that's
yeah,
pretty
yeah. I'm
bad.
just saying, like, while you're casting the
Okay,
spell on
gotcha.
him.
And you do mine first because the 10 minutes that you spend treating your own wounds would then remove my wounded condition if I go to full hit points.
Oh,
the
I
quick-
see.
I
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
full,
Okay,
and then
yeah,
I
I'll
lose
do
my
you.
wounded.
I'll do you. I'm gonna roll, so I'm taking the higher DC of DC 20.
I'm only down 8 if you don't need to, by the way.
Oh well, I already rolled, and I rolled a natural 15.
I'm
So
full hit points.
if you're down to 8, you're full hit points. And then I'll do myself as well.
I lose my dying. Okay.
I am just gonna take assurance for myself.
This is the super fun part of playing these games, is figuring out health points and doing math. This is where...
And as you
Hey,
all are
I
doing
like
this,
doing math.
as you all are doing this, there just so happens to be a door down here
A door.
at the end of this tunnel.
A door?
A door, I say.
Can I roll perception down the hallway while he's fixing me up, just to see if there's any threats around the walls, on the
Sure.
ceilings, fake
Yeah.
stalactites with bite attacks?
Sure.
That is a 16 down the hallway, looking for anything dangerous, maybe traps, maybe anything else
Yeah.
that might be posing problems.
It's funny that
Like
you mention fake stalactites because there are 12 of them between you and the door.
Good. Good.
No, there's nothing that.
Kashak will
stands out.
shoot them down individually with his hunter's edge.
Yeah, there's nothing that stands out at you as a threat. So.
Okay. Okay.
What do y'all
We're all
do?
good then. We're all
Take
ready
about
now to
30 or so minutes between
Yeah,
identifying, washing off, patching yourselves up, refocusing, treating wounds. What do you do?
Kashak will stride over to here and
Sure.
approach the door. I'll roll stealth up to the door
Mhm.
from like where the sinkhole is.
Yeah, I'll roll stealth too, right behind me.
As will Twinkle Toes.
14
Yep, yeah,
on
sounds like
Kashak's
stealth.
stealth.
Natural 20 for stealth.
Nice.
I am invisible.
Natty 19.
Natty 15.
Okay.
Let's go, y'all.
So you're
stealthy.
out the door now. The tunnel here ends in a door of banded iron wood that is set in a frame of white brick.
Oh,
And as you get up to the door, you almost feel as much as you hear the sounds of festivities of bacchanalian magnitude
Oh,
going
this
on
is-
behind.
This is
This
the
is it.
entrance. Twinkle Toes will really quick just like switch outfits.
Okay.
Underneath she's got this like sparkly dress. Like floor length black sequin dress that she had tucked up under her skirt beforehand. So
I don't remember the name of the Bond movie, but it's Sean Connery where he's scuba diving and he's swimming and he undoes the wetsuit and he's got a full
Exactly.
pressed clean tux underneath. My dad will know because he's a huge Bond fan. Shout out my dad, he's probably watching. But that is very reminiscent to me of Kashak just like unzipping his armor and there's a lizard tux underneath of his.
Does Kashak have an alligator skin suit?
That's an offensive question. He doesn't respond to it.
Asking for a friend.
He does have a snakeskin briefcase that he carries around to meetings, but that's different.
Yikes.
Oof.
Yikes.
Oof. Sorry I started that.
The world of the reptilian caste system in Kashak's world.
Yeah. There are clear
lizard
hierarchies.
folk,
Yeah.
kobold, snakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just give me a quick reminder of what everybody looks like right now as you're changing out into your fancy clothes.
Kashak went with a very simple black tux with a hole cut out for his very substantial tail, which is not all that uncommon. He doesn't wear shoes ever. He never wears shoes. So he's got just like a bow tie, cummerbund, random, pretty standard black tux.
Sure.
For sure.
Forsyth?
I think the doctor, if I'm remembering correctly, had his attire of choice was this like emerald green suit that had the vest had like this almost like magenta hue to it, but
Sure.
most of the suit was this like very impressive emerald green.
Getting like Joker vibes.
A little bit, actually.
Yeah.
Not intentionally, but that's kind of exactly what it looks like. It's not
but
intentional.
like
yeah.
bald.
But bald.
Yeah, now he's
I think
But bald.
I think Forsyth can pull off the Stanley Tucci look with it, though. You know what I mean? The really elegant, bald with glasses kind of thing. I think it works.
Yeah.
I'm
Ooh,
excited to try this.
that would be, yeah.
That's
Stanley
pretty
Tucci,
juicy,
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
Bastro, what are you rocking?
I'm really glad I had done this before. Bastro has his black tux on, kind of almost similar to Kashak's, but he's wearing his black fedora that's covering his now bald head. And also, Peter, his familiar, has his little black
That's
fedora
right.
shades, right on
Oh,
his
yeah.
head.
That's right.
yeah.
He had
We're styling together right now.
he had a pixie-sized hat that you got.
Yeah.
That
That's
perfectly
amazing.
fits.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
yeah,
And Twinkletoes has her black dress. Yes.
Yes, she's also wearing like a black sparkly mask, and her hair is
Guys, where did
like
those go? Who are you?
and her hair is in like a low bun, just like really
Okay.
sleek.
And suddenly, the
super
rough
classy
and
looking.
tumble adventuring group that had once been the Secreteers is now the elegant and formal, also still Secreteers.
Still Secreteers.
You
but
all stand.
not so publicly.
Not so publicly. You stand outside of this iron banded door, surrounded in white brick. The first, what appears to be new construction that you've seen down here. Or at least recent construction relative to the ancient, ancient brickwork around you. What would you like to do?
Is it a gate? It's not a gate. It's a door.
It's a
right?
door.
I can't see through
It
it.
is
But
a
I can
heavy
hear.
wooden door that has been
I can
banded
hear the
together with iron.
festivities going on inside, so I'm assuming it's not. I mean, Kashak will assume it's not trapped. Do we need to like hide our weapons in any particular way? Is there like anything we need to do with that, or can we just like have it on my back and be chilling?
I don't know if we were told, but I would assume that like it's not.
We are not supposed to have weapons on us. They should be hidden.
Oh, we were told that.
We are not supposed to be fighting.
Oh, not.
Right.
So
Like,
Where do I put my
we're
weapons?
not supposed
You were
to
never
look
told
like we
one
are...
way or the other, so proceed how you think you would.
I think we should not have obvious weapons.
All right, Bastard will put his hands in his pocket then.
Kashak will put his short bow in the bag of holding.
It's a good thing he's got long sleeves to hide these guns.
Twinkletoes will also put her crossbow in the bag of holding.
yeah, the doctor will put his short bow, but he's gonna keep his short sword on him.
It's a cane, right? Or no, you sold that.
No.
That's
Yeah.
long gone, sadly.
Twinkletoes' rapier is under his
Bastard has
dress.
no weapons, so he's good to go.
No
That's
weapons.
not true. I have the bag of holding full of everyone else's
Weapon number
weapons,
1 and
so-
weapon number 2.
Oh, also the doctor goes and picks up his silver short sword he dropped earlier, and then will return.
Nice.
We picked up that
Torch.
ever burning torch, right?
I said
Yes.
bag of holding unless you want to keep it, but that's up to you.
Bag of holding it. Yeah. I mean, we're
Kashak.
already here.
Kashak will open the door or try the door handle.
It's locked.
Okay, he will knock loudly.
You wait 5, 10, 15 seconds, no response.
Why don't I try to pick that lock really quick? How
Are we
about-
trying to pick the lock? I thought.
Get in.
I mean, it's a
No
back
one's expecting
entrance.
us.
It's a
We're
back
not supposed
entrance.
to be coming
You're
in this
supposed to
way,
be
yeah.
sneaking in.
Well, we were already knocked, so I guess they know we're here, or there's no one there.
Well, there's a bit of noise they might not have heard, so let's just proceed as if that didn't happen. I don't know why you did that. All right,
Always
I'm gonna.
use the cigarette break joke. Always use the cigarette break excuse.
I'm gonna perception check this lock first to see if it's trapped, if I may.
What's your perception bonus? I'm gonna roll that for you.
+6.
+6. Okay, as far as you're aware, it is not trapped.
All right, I am going to try to pick this lock.
Okay, go ahead and roll a thievery check. You have thieves' tools, correct?
I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna hero point that because it was a natty 1.
Yeehaw.
Oh, yikes.
Can only go up from there.
Good hero point economy because that's a natural 16 for
Hey.
a 24.
So,
Nice.
after a moment, you pull out your thieves' tools and you put your tension in the pick and the tension wrench in there. You're kind of feeling out the different lock mechanisms and get 1, get 2, get 3. And then you feel it loosen. You're able to twist it open and it pops. Able to pull it out. Now unlocked. It is loose.
I open the door.
Okay.
Or, well, first I turn to everybody and I say, get ready. And then I open the door.
So, you open the door, and the first thing that strikes out at you is the sound of this music that it's hard to describe because it's almost like it's in your head as much as you're hearing it. It's this strange, ethereal, like, this is not what I had in mind, but it's this strange, like, ethereal, heavy sound, unlike anything you've ever heard. It doesn't sound like it's come from any instrument that you're familiar with, and yet it has this driving, almost insatiably driving beat and feel to it. But as you open the door, you look into a storage room. It just appears to be like, you know, crates and barrels and various foodstuffs. You see some, you know, bottles, both empty and full in crates, and a door, another door, about 10 feet in front of you in this dark room.
I check for traps. If
Okay.
I may.
+6, right?
Yep.
As far as you can tell, there are no traps.
I inch forward carefully.
I'm really loving the idea that Twinkle Toes is convinced that they've trapped their storage room.
Yeah. I would like to stealth forward. If I may.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Okay. It's gonna be a nice little 8. No, 10. 10.
Okay.
10.
The music is now roaring in your minds, and you feel like if anyone, even if you did make a noise, nobody would really be paying attention. You're, you know,
Okay.
there is the sound of a party, a raging party going on the other side of the door across from you.
All right. I beckon everyone into the room behind me. And I say, all right. Sounds like there's a party on the other side. What's our cover?
Oh, we belong. We're just guests at the party, you know? We're dressed like it, so why not?
All right. Let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah. Forward.
We're in there.
Yeah, so I go up to the door at the other side of the storage room, I assume.
Okay.
I would like to check it for traps.
So cautious.
As far as you are aware, there are no traps in the store.
Is it locked?
No. Try the handle, it turns.
I'll open the door.
Okay. You open the door to see what appears to be a bar, the side of which is facing you, so the bar stretches out in front of you. If you kind of peek your head inside, you see what appears to be a massive hall, the walls of which have been painted with an endless field of gravestones under a black sky. Open archways along either side of this long hall, this dance hall, lead to numerous other rooms. You see all around you people and tables, but the tables themselves have been made out to be like sarcophagi with boulders that are sitting under them.
Sarcophagi.
Like the tables themselves they look like graves, right? Like sarcophagi
Wow.
are like the flat lying down graves.
Okay, yeah.
Theme party?
Interesting.
Like almost, yeah.
You see a number of servers and the bartenders are all wearing these skin-tight black bodysuits that have been painted to look front and back like skeletons.
Yes.
Theme
I love
party.
it.
It's so
Love it.
cool.
I love it, dude.
Furthermore, this place is packed. There are probably about 60 or so people in this 30 by 60 hall. But as I mentioned, along either end of the walls along this hallway, and you're, unfortunately I don't have a map for this, but if you imagine a long rectangular room, you came in at the bottom left corner of this rectangle. In front of you, the bar runs the full length of one of the short sides of this rectangle. And you're right next to the end of the bar as you pop out from this storage room. And everything extends, this hall extends to your right, down another 60 feet, and there are 4 archways along each of the long walls that seem to lead into different rooms. Each room seems to have an ambient glow of a different color. This main hall that you're in is mostly dark, as people kind of take in the atmosphere of this dark club. The sound of raucous drinking, games being played, people, shouting, screaming. You hear the breaking of glass somewhere far down. But you look down the line and you see that at each of the archways and floating throughout the crowd are these pairs of what appear to be bouncers. Each pair is made up of, again, 2 people, 2 bouncers each, but they are in opposing garb. One wears a white suit with a red vest, so a 3-piece suit, white and red. And they have golden masks with white, like spikes, almost like a crown, coming out of them.
What?
While the partner wears a red suit with a white vest, a red mask, and black spikes coming out from the crown. Reminiscent of almost like angels and demons or devils.
Are they interacting with anyone, or are they just standing?
They don't appear to be interacting. These appear to be like the bouncers of this club.
Yeah.
They're posted up at various places around, and some of them are floating. But again, all of the servers in this room are in this these black skin type suits that are painted to look like skeletons. But you look to the center of the room, and there seems to be almost like a throne. And the graveyard motif kind of congregates in towards the center. As there are fewer and fewer tables, eventually it's just this monument in the center, this throne, made of these headstones and sarcophagi, upon which is seated a woman. A woman in a long black dress with white hair and ash-colored makeup, seated upon the spiral-marked headstone in the room's center. Out from under her, you see these wisps of smoke, almost like dry ice that just runs across the floor, out from the center here. Bastard, go ahead and roll me a religion check.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Right out the gate with a religion check.
Let me get 15.
15.
Yeah.
So,
Faraz?
true to its name, this area of the club appears to be in the motif of the plane known as the Boneyard.
The Boneyard.
And this woman appears to be, at least superficially, to be the goddess Pharasma, who judges the
my
dead to their
God.
various afterlives.
This is so cool.
The doctor is very uncomfortable.
Pharasma is the goddess of deaths and beginnings. She is like the not Hades figure, but more like the Chiron figure, where she shepherds souls into the afterlife to then be judged to their various
Yes.
plane that they move to in the afterlife.
Very cool lore.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I've read about
She's
the
so
Boneyard.
And throughout this room, there are these torches along the wall with this bluish fire that casts this haze, this dimly lit haze with the smoke and people moving and dancing and partying throughout. There's just this almost fog, this hazy fog, but again, the walls are painted to look like the ever expanding graveyard that is the plane of the Boneyard.
The Boneyard.
And this woman, this Pharasma figure, seems to preside over this room to an extent, because as she gazes over her domain, she notices you all as you pop in through the door, and you see a broad smile on her face as she pops up out of the throne and almost skips over, staff in hand, skips over to where you're at.
It's a lot more peppy for someone portraying Pharasma than I was expecting.
Yeah, I'm just like floating over above the floor. Like,
This is a party.
Yeah.
This is
The fact
this
that
is-
she noticed us out of all the people in the room, like immediately.
once again,
Makes
a
me worry.
6'7" tall lizard just walked in a door. I'm taller than probably
I don't know, there
everyone
could be
by
other
about
lizard
a
folk
head.
in this party. You don't know.
And I'm sure she would have tabs on all of them.
Fair, yeah.
I am hard to miss.
That is true. But she skips over to you, stopping and giving you a little bow as she says, "All right now, honey babies. Are y'all ready for some judgment? Welcome to the Boneyard in the House of the Plains. Now I can tell I ain't never seen you here before. And I ain't never seen you or you or you here before. So, let me give you all a little introduction. And she gives a little twirl, and the frills of her black dress fan out around her, and Pharasma. And I am here to guide you to your afterlives. Now, I can tell y'all are looking for something here. Got that kind of eye about you, looking around, darting left and right. I don't know what you're looking for, but the House of the Plains is the place to find it. All kinds of movers and shakers in here. If you're looking to talk to some powerful figures, then by all means, each of the realms in the House of the Plains is presided over by a guardian of sorts. And she points over to, with the staff, over to a section that was kind of behind her throne, where you see two of these skeleton workers standing next to an open sarcophagus, and a man like chugging an ale, throwing the glass on the ground, and lies down into the sarcophagus, whereupon you see none other than Layla Scandrabar walk up to the base of the sarcophagus.
Why do we know that name?
She was one of the patrons from the fights.
Thought so.
She was the patron of the Abendego Avengers, the ones that you almost fought before
Yep. Okay.
it was
Friend, like
rudely
Shark almost
interrupted.
killed her friend, right? Like that was
Ah.
that kind of yeah.
She gives a signal to the two skeletons, and they begin to pile dirt onto the man in the open sarcophagus.
What's happening?
Each of these guardians presides over a trial, where you may attempt to gain some favor with them, if you will. So that might be a way in to find whatever you're looking for. But I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't judge each of you. So, let's start with the tall one. She points at
Oh
Kashak.
no, that's the worst place to start. Oh god.
Twinkle Toes looks severely disappointed.
You, my large lizard friend.
Hello.
You look to have an air of pride about you. You look like you have a strong sense of morality. loyal, and kind to a fault. I judge you to be sent to heaven. And she points the staff at a room off on the far wall, the first on the left. There's an archway that has this kind of whitish golden glow to it. The room beyond, where we'll see just how pure you really are.
Shock is so uncomfortable. He is so unbelievably perplexed as to what to do with himself. At any moment while she's speaking to him, he is so confused.
She turns to Twinkletoes and almost mockingly kind of leans down with her hands on her knees, where it's not like obvious that she's mocking you, but there's just a hint there.
Mm-hmm.
And she's
I like it. It's cute.
Now you, little lady,
Mm-hmm.
you've got a brave face about you.
How can you tell? You can only see half of it.
Oh, but you're much larger than you appear. Your personality is, well, it's magnificent. The aura about you speaks volumes. You, I send to Elysium. And she points her staff at the third to last door on the right, on the far wall, to see just how brave you really are.
I'm a bit hurt that you don't want me near you, but I
Oh, you can come
understand.
back anytime, baby. There's always a drink for you in the boneyard.
Just picking up girlfriends wherever I go.
There's so many boneyard jokes there, but I won't make any of them.
Yeah, I'd prefer you didn't, actually. Let's see here. She turns to Bastro. You're a bit harder to read. I think you might really enjoy letting yourself go. Letting yourself just see where the wind takes you. You're kind-hearted, you're good. You like to help others, but you seem like the kind that just drifts on the wind.
I am a traveler.
I will say I must send you to Nirvana.
Oh,
She points to the second door from the left on the far wall.
We're all going to different rooms.
yeah. Are we gonna let her just?
We're all
break
going
up
to
the party?
different rooms.
Well, she's telling you where she thinks you should go, but it's not like you have to go there alone by yourself. You know, you guys can do with this information what you will.
Sure.
But, you know, it seems like her job is to kind of figure out where people will be most,
Happy.
like, yeah. Her job is to find your thing and send you to the room with that thing.
Yeah. Before you do, Dr. Forsyth, can you just, what's the significance of the dirt in the sarcophagus again? Are we gonna have to do that? Like, do we do that before we go to our room, or is that just like a thing people are doing for fun?
So as she finishes speaking on Bastro, you see the man, like, you hear a commotion, a burst of dirt and rubble goes flying as the man, like, screams and launches himself out of the sarcophagus, like, running off in the hallway. And you see Layla just standing there laughing at him, pointing as he goes. It seems like that was probably the challenge for the room.
Okay.
For this specific room.
Okay.
Remember,
Cool.
each of these guardians presides over a trial.
Yeah.
And last but not least, my blue friend.
Right where he needs to be.
You have inquisitive eyes. Smart as a whip. Keen. And intellectual. You, my friend, belong in Axis. And she points to a room first on the left on this side of the room. The archway first on the left. And we'll test out just how clever you are. But there's something about you. Something that makes me feel like you might belong here. And Dr. Forsyth, I'd like you to go ahead and roll me a will save.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the doctor.
Is she
The doctor is freaking out. Will save, you say, huh?
Will save, Will says.
I feel like Ben is
That's a natural 2. Hero point.
Dr.
Okay,
Forsyth,
What?
what'd you get? What was your hero point?
Dirty 20 total.
Dirty 20 total. Okay. Dr. Forsyth. As she says, something makes me feel like you belong here. Her words feel like they almost begin to elongate. The music around you muffles. And it gets to that point where it's like that long, you belong here. And you blink.
Time slows.
And you open your eyes again. And what was once a room full of people is now just the throne and the tables and gravestones around you. The walls and archways are gone. You just look out and it's the ever-expanding waste of the boneyard. You look towards the throne and what was once empty, there is now a strange creature seated there. And I'm going to show this to you all. This is what you see. A woman in a long white robe with these great white bat wings. Her face concealed from the nose up by some form of mask. And I'll show this to, we'll see. Let me go here. Let me see if I can show this to the stream as well. Yes.
Well, I'm seeing a map currently.
And it's a map of Absalom. Ah!
Do you see that, Emily Grace?
I don't see anything either.
I see it on the stream. I don't see it on Roll20.
Ah.
Wait, what? Down on the stream.
Oh, that's terrifying. What is that hanging from the staff?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that is
Oh.
terrifying.
Is that a baby? Does she
That
have a
Oh.
appears
baby?
to be a doll
Oh my
of some sort that is
I
hanging
don't like that.
from the
Oh.
staff.
Oh,
I really want to make the costume though.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
oh, that's creepy.
And only Ben can see that.
Only Dr.
Or
Forsyth.
only Dr. Forsyth. Yeah, that's nuts.
And she turns to Forsyth as you now seemingly enter whatever realm this may be. She says, Xavier, it has been quite some time since I've been able to see you this clearly. My, you have been quite the nuisance. She stands from the throne, takes a few steps. You realize that she's like 16, 18 feet tall as she stands from this great throne. What you had thought to be only about 20, 30 feet away, you realize in this realm was about 50 or so. And she closes about half of the distance to you. How long do you think you can keep this up? I'm curious.
I think the doctor like closes his eyes and he's, I think, just kind of muttering to himself, "You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real."
You can tell yourself that all you want, Xavier. I've been looking for you for a long time now. But whatever facsimile of the boneyard you walked into, as irreverent as it may be, is somewhat closer to the real boneyard than the material plane. Through some strange form of worship, I suppose. And while you're still not clear to me, and she kind of like holds out a hand and like grasping at the mist in the air in front of her. I see you. And I know where you are. So I'll ask again, how long do you think you can keep this up?
You have no right. No right.
I have every right. You have stolen something from us, from me, Xavier.
I have stolen nothing from you. You are playing a game.
You just don't see, or won't let yourself see, that you are, well, you're just wrong. You have managed, at least for a mortal, to give yourself something which does not belong to you. And you trounce around on the material plane, on borrowed time in a borrowed body. You must know that we'll get back what is ours.
I think the doctor, he wants to respond, but I think there's like this massive, like he wants to just start like shouting essentially and you know, going on this rant he has in his head all the time about, you know, how deities are just toying with, you know, with mortal lives, and that they're using the material plane for their own, you know, benefit and enjoyment. But he's like, I mean, immensely petrified right now. He's trying to put on this like brave face and say it's not real and this is just, you know, some sort of image, and go through his usual thoughts about this, but he is absolutely frozen with fear.
It's fortunate for you, I suppose, that I still can't quite grasp you. But in due time, you'll return. And you will not have it as easy as you did the first time around. I just have to wait for you to die. It's really that simple. You're immortal after all. Just know that whether you die by natural means, old age, disease, some creature ripping your throat out, or one of my servants finds you and brings you to me first.
And before then, I will do everything I can to reveal the heresy that you and those like you espouse, the lies that you tell.
There are no lies, Xavier. There are just truths that you refuse to believe. The laws of this realm, of all of the planes, are set in stone. It's just unfortunate you choose to rage against them. You're only hurting yourself. This is tiresome. And while you're closer, you're still very far away. Enjoy your time. and think on what I've said. Just remember, that'll get you eventually. I have all the time in the world, and your time is just ticking away. You blink again, and you're back in the House of the Plains. The Pharasma in front of you. There's something about you that just seems like you should be here.
And I think the doctor will say, "You have no right," not realizing that he's like been transported back to, the real world.
It's okay, honey. I mean, you don't have to go to Axis if you don't want. I mean, I'm just trying to help you have a good time.
Sorry. Yes.
Right then. As I mentioned, whatever you're looking for, you might start with the Guardians. They might be able to help you out.
Excuse me, Miss Pharasma.
Yes, dear.
As much as I might enjoy heaven, sounds nice, but you said that Twinkletoes is going to Elysium for her bravery and her strength. Is that right?
If she wants to. If she really wants to test her wit or her bravery. Test her mind is
I think of
idiom
myself
that I
as
wanted.
I think of myself as rather brave and strong as well. So if it's all right with you, I might test myself with Elysium as well.
By all means, try whichever challenges you want, baby.
Kashak, are you
Just make sure to try to have a good time in the process.
Like, why didn't I get picked for the brave one?
Kachak doesn't want to go anywhere alone.
I think maybe we could go to each of these rooms together, and maybe we could start with Heaven for Kashak if you want to, and we can all go there and let you take your test, and then move on.
No one wants to try being buried alive first in this room?
I think we have to do that to get
Doctor,
into
how does that sound to you?
This whole time, the doctor has not broken eye contact or like staring at Pharasma. And if she's ever looking at him, I mean, he is eye contact, like locked with her. And he is like physically not moving. Like he is frozen staring at Pharasma.
Astro's gonna like
Maybe
the doctor a little bit. Like, are you okay, doctor? You seem a little. stiff.
What? And the doctor's like very on edge and twitchy. He's like, what?
We're gonna go bury ourselves. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Come
no,
on.
let's not show that. He seems out of it. All right. Let's not start with Axis. Doctor, are you okay?
I'm fine. Let's get out of here. Let's go to your place first, Twinkletoes. Yes.
Well-
Elysium it is.
Might it not be a good idea for us to hang around these people first? I mean, it seems as though we're all a bit on edge, and we might do ourselves a service by, maybe talking to some of these people, see if they have anything. I've heard that when you go to a party, you get a drink first. I'm not familiar with the concept, but should we maybe spend some time on this floor before exploring other rooms?
I'm sorry, a party? I'm not familiar with.
Yes, a party. I've been told that it's a tradition among.
What is that? Could
among
you
you people.
explain it to me?
Well, people go to.
Oh my god! The doctor goes to the bar.
And you just hear this like
Oh,
this conversation
no one
fading
was
behind you of Twinkletoes teasing Kashak.
So Forsyth, you head to the bar, and unlike the
And
skeletons,
the whole time he's like looking over his shoulder, like he is straight up paranoid in here.
Yeah. So unlike the servers that are walking around that look like skeletons, you get up to the bar, and the bar staff, the bartenders or barkeeps, however you want to phrase it, they look to be they're dressed in all black, and they've got these like dark leather plague doctor masks on.
Cool.
and they've got like this bar is like 20 feet long. It's this almost like fake stone. As you like set up, you might like brush your leg or your foot against it, and it's just like a tack on kind of stone look
Sure.
to this bar. And
I think the doctor sees the plague doctor masks and just does like and turns around and goes back to the group.
the doctor is just having a terrible trip right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what are you guys doing? The party is going wild around you. You see like a line starting to form for the sarcophagus that Layla Scandrabar is presiding over. People are sitting down, they're drinking. Some are like, you see a brawl start to erupt in one of the far corners, and two of the pairs of the bouncers, like two of these angels and two of these devils, like walk up on them, grab the two. You see them marched out the front door, which is on the opposite short wall from where you all came. So the opposite wall of the bar. You see what you make out to be the main entrance, where people are coming in and going, and they're dragged out. You see one of them like bopped over the head by a club as he's struggling, fighting back, and he just goes limp in a devil's arms as he's dragged by his collar. You see them just literally tossed out the front door. What would you all like to do? Actually, I think that's where we're going to end it for this week.
I want to go to Elysium.
Thank you all so much for joining us.
Cool.
We'll see
So
what
cool.
happens as they explore the House of the Plains next week, right here, same bat time, same
Finally
bat
made
channel. Thank you all so much for joining us, and have a great night.
Mwah.